Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Introduction. Money market is a market where funds are money used between institutions, merchants, where borrowers who want to borrow money can meet the needs of funds in the short term. The financial system of a country consists of a very important element, which is the money market. History begins Bank Negara Malaysia (BNM) introduced to the Islamic Interbank money market on 3 January 1994. The Islamic Interbank Money Market (IIMM) served to provide available source of short-term investment channels based on Sharia principles, while the conventional money market allows activity elements such as riba, maisir that are prohibited by Islamic Sharia to take place.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad FAZDIL bin SAMSUDDIN and my number meter is 269477. So today I wanna to talk about advantage of using Islamic capital market instrument over than conventional capital market instrument. So in the first part I want to talk about advantage of using Islamic capital market instrument. So the first one is freedom in carry out of the contract. So freedom mean must the contract must fairness and not corporation. The one party must talk about detail to others party. Second is free of usury element of or double charge increase. The point is the party must inform the information to clear and not have a hiding charge, which means the bank must give information, right information, and not just the others. Third is free from the element of gar. So we know as gar is the thing not zahir. In Islam you must have the thing is clear for making a contract. So we move to the disadvantage of using conventional capital market instrument. So first one is the focus on the conventional capital market focus on profit is a main goal. So I think I agree with the statement, and because the conventional is very aim to get a lot of profit, but as we know, one party can get a profit and the others, if not have full payment in short time, they can get a charge, which mean compound. The second is the limit that allowed not allowed in Islam, namely gara and maisir. So as we know, gara is the thing is not zahir, and maisir is like gambling. So the two type are not allowed in Islam because can burden or one party and others party can get a profit. So not have a fairness in the contract. And the last is not follow the Sharia. Although halal for the business, but not halal for riba, and maisir. So we are the people must think the which one is the best to me and you to making a loan or something. So for me, I choose Islamic capital market instrument other than conventional capital market instrument. That's all for me. Thank you.
Okay, now I will explain to you about the type and also the concept of Islamic money market instrument and also the conventional money market instrument. Okay, for the Islamic money market instrument, the essential to the operation of the Islamic banking system is two primary ways. The first is by giving Islamic financial institutions the ability to get short-term financing and make an adjustment to their portfolio. And the second is by acting as a conduct for the dissemination of monetary policy. Okay, for the type Islamic interbank money market, which is the first is Mudarabah investment. Mudarabah is kind of investment partnership which one investor known as the Sahibul Mal provide cash to another party entrepreneur known as the Mudarib, so they may carry out a business or investment activity together. The second is Wadi'ah acceptance. Offer and acceptance. The vast majority of legal scholars agree that the Wadi's contract must have a appreciate offer and acceptance from the both party. And the third, government's investment issue, it is a type of consumable government borrowing instrument that the government of Malaysia issue for it to be able to borrow fund from the local capital market to finance the government's development expenditure. The last is sell a buyback agreement, SBBA, which is an Islamic financial instrument developed to provide liquidity in the Islamic interbank money market and to provide an alternative route for Islamic money market. And the second one is the type and concept of conventional money market instrument. The money market is a loan that mature in less than a year. Government and business frequently use it to maintain steady cash flow and investor to generate a little return. The money market is where short-term debt investment are traded. Large volume wholesale transaction between institution and merchandise are included. Okay, the type and concept of conventional money market instrument. The first one is money market account, which is a saving account that also include a debit card and the ability to write check in known as a money market account. The second is certificate of deposit. A certificate of deposit, also referred to as a CD, is a special kind of saving account that allow an investor to set aside a particular sum of money. The third is commercial paper. Commercial paper is a kind of short-term loan instrument that is issued by companies in order to raise money for range of up to a maximum of 1 year. Number 4 is banker's acceptance. Banker's acceptance is a kind of financial instrument that serves evidence that a bank will make a potential payment in the future. The last is euro dollars, which is a time deposit account that is held in foreign bank and is denominated in US dollar, is known as a euro dollars account.
Okay, now I will talk about difference between Islamic interbank money market instrument versus conventional money market. For Islamic interbank money market, we have complied with maqasid Sharia, good element, and practicing the Islamic way. For conventional money market, illegal enterprise, practicing riba, horror, and maisir, then violate Islamic law. Okay, the term of Islamic money market refer to a market where all transaction are Sharia compliant. Alcohol manufacture, cabling, pornography, usury, and other illegal enterprise are example. This is bit different between Islamic and conventional money market. The Islamic money market serves as a conduct for the delivery of monetary policy and serve as a method for the Islamic banking sector to get financing and adjust portfolio in the short term. Bank with excess money will be able to route fund to this bank through interbank financial instrument and investment, maintaining the funding and liquidity mechanism required to keep the financial system and economy stable. Furthermore, Bank Negara Malaysia established the Islamic Interbank Money Market as an intermediary to supply short-term investment source to the Islamic banking sector based on Sharia rules. This Islamic Interbank Money Market is open to only eligible Islamic bank, commercial bank, merchant bank, and financing firm, as well as decon company. Financial institution with liquidity needs and short-term funds will be able to access surplus fund in this market through IIMM. It's mean Islamic Interbank Money Market, and those with short-term surplus fund will be able to invest in this market through IIMM. This market is also a part of Malaysia's overall economic management in structure, particularly in terms of showcasing the role of Bank Negara Malaysia (BNM) in monetary policy management. While the conventional money market is mostly involved with things that are wrong, such as riba, gharar, maisir, and so on. Okay, next, comply with Sharia rules. In order to ensure the stability of the Islamic system, governance is crucial to promote public confidence in the corporate aims, management, and commercial operation of Islamic financial institution. A well-functioning Sharia governance framework is required. The Security Commission Malaysian Sharia Advisor Council (SSC) approve and update shares categories as Sharia compliant securities list on Bursa Malaysia. The list, which is updated twice a year in May and November, include investment recommendations for Islamic Unit Trust Fund, Takaful Funds, Islamic stockbroking companies of service, and Sharia compliant investment seekers. The list will accomplish the following goals. First, facilitate investors to seek investment in Sharia compliant stock list on Bursa Malaysia. Second, centralization of Sharia decision domestically. Third, increase disclosure and transparency. Fourth, encourage the development of Islamic capital market. And lastly, encourage the development of Islamic instrument. Okay, now I will talk about type of Islamic interbank money market. These are the type of product that the Islamic Interbank Money Market (IIMM) has established to help Islamic banks manage liquidity among themselves. The Islamic Interbank Money Market has launched the following instrument. First, Mudarabah Interbank Investment (MII), the process through which deficit Islamic banking institution, SMIN investment bank, can get investment from a surplus Islamic banking institution, SMIN bank investor, based on Mudarabah is known as Interbank Mudarabah Investment (MII). Profit sharing. The investment duration range from 1 day to 12 months. Okay, next, Wadiah acceptance. Bank Negara Malaysia transaction with Islamic financial institution, it's refer to the Al-Wadiah based procedure by which Islamic banking institution deposit their excess fund with Bank Negara Malaysia. Third is government investment issue (GII), using the concept of Qad Al-Hasan and by ADNAN, the government issue an investment certificate. Next, Bank Negara Monetary Notes I. BNMNI is an Islamic security issue by Bank Negara Malaysia to replace Bank Negara negotiable notes in the Islamic financial market for the purpose of controlling liquidity. Instrument will be used based on Sharia compliant Islamic principle. This difficulty maturity has also been increased from 1 to 3 years. Okay, next, sell and buy back agreement, SBBA. SBBA is a transaction in which the SBBA seller sells the assets to the SBBA buyer and at an agreed price, and then the buyer pledges to resell the asset to the seller at an agreed price. Next is Sukuk Bank Negara Malaysia Ijarah, SBNMI. Al-Ijarah is the basis for this sukuk. BNM Sukuk Berhad was founded with the purpose of issuing Ijarah Sukuk. The proceeds of the offering will be used to buy asset from Bank Negara Malaysia. The asset will be leased to Bank Negara Malaysia in exchange for rental payment, which will be distributed to investor on a semi-annual basis as a return. Bank Negara Malaysia Sukuk Berhad will sell the asset back to the Bank Negara Malaysia at a predetermined price when the Ijarah Sukuk mentioned. Next, Ar-Rahnu Agreement, RAI. Lenders will lend to borrowers using the Qard Al-Hasan concept under RAI. The security will be pledged by the borrower as collateral for the loan. If the borrower fails to repay the loan before the maturity date, the lender has the right to sell the securities and use the proceeds to repay the loan. If there is an excess of fund, the lender will refund the remaining amount to the borrower. So, based on the foregoing instrument, the study divorced that the Islamic interbank money market has only one instrument, interbank Mudarabah investment, that had Islamic bank handle their liquidity problem. Other instruments are designed for transaction between Bank Negara Malaysia and Islamic bank, as well as transaction between Islamic bank and consumer, including brokers, exporter and importer. Lastly, smart management of risk. Large value payment in the Islamic banking industry are settled through a separate system of Islamic current account maintained by Bank Negara Malaysia, which is unique to Malaysia. This decision guarantee that monies are clearly separated between conventional and Islamic banking at the settlement level, ensuring Sharia compliance. Nonetheless, due to third-party payment between banking customer in the two sectors and the engagement of conventional financial institution in Islamic banking product, liquidity in both systems is connected. The bank monetary activity in the Islamic money market have their principal goal to ensure adequate liquidity for the proper operation of the Islamic interbank market. Only in the conventional money market, where interest rate based products are the principal funding mechanism, is the monetary policy aim exerted. The bank control Islamic interbank market liquidity through a variety of Sharia compliant products, the most important of which is called acceptance loan. The bank maintains liquidity cash with the bank through the Qard acceptance. The bank also manages liquidity through the Commodity Mudarabah Program, CMP. To help with liquidity management, CMP mostly use crude palm oil-based control as the underlying commodity transaction. The bank control liquidity in a surplus liquidity institution by inviting Islamic banking institution to put their surplus cash with the bank through the Qard acceptance. The bank also manage liquidity through the Commodity Mudarabah Program to ease liquidity management via a community trading platform such as Bursa Suq Al Silak or other commodity provide. CMP mostly use crude palm oil based contract and the underlying commodity transaction. The bank issue Bank Negara Monetary Note I (BNMI) for longer term liquidity management, which are designed around the Islamic concept of mudarabah, BNMN mudarabah, ijarah, and istimrar. The primary goals of the BNMN is Bank Negara Monetary Notes are to improve liquidity management, efficiency and flexibility in the Islamic money market by diversifying Islamic financial product and broadening the Sharia concept used in BNM, Bank Negara Malaysia, Islamic monetary operation. Thank you.
The structure of Islamic market instrument in Malaysia based on three elements. First, asset. Asset mean the property owned by company or individual to carry on business activity. Second, liability. Liability means business debt to external parties must be settled within a specific period or time. And lastly, third, equity. Equity means net property of shareholder. Why the structure of conventional money market based only debt? Why the structure of conventional money market based only debt?
Okay, for the conclusion, the Islamic interbank money market is different from the conventional money market. The existence of Islamic interbank money market can also encourage the community not to get involved in matters that have elements contrary to Islamic Sharia, such as riba. However, it is needs improvement from time to time in order to be able to compete with the conventional money market.